Hello everyone, if you are using Flownex and wondering how to add a material with the properties that is not available in the material library of Flownex, you can add it in this way. Watch this video. In the charts lookup table, if you come here and look for the in flow solver in the material and fluid, okay, you can add here, for example, if you consider your material as a pure fluid, you can add a category here. I already added a category here for myself that it is for petroleum products because I'm working on an example for pipelines for transportation of the crude oil. Here you can see that I already assigned another category on that, and here I can add my material that I want. I can rename it. I just leave the name as given here, and then by edit that here I can add the properties that I want. First I have to choose if my material it is compressible or incompressible. I just leave it as incompressible because of oil that it is incompressible. Now I can start to add the material properties here. Every material property could be constant or be defined in terms of some parameters as in tabular form or in equation, or I use a script for that. For example, here I use density of 900 kilogram per cube meter. I wanna have my viscosity in terms of parameters instead of being constant. I can use an equation for that as a polynomial. You can see that I can define my material for material viscosity in terms of temperature. I need to define what is the equation for that. Suppose that I just consider that it is just a linear equation. Okay, so I need to enter the values for these two constants, a naught, a0, a sub 0, and a sub 1. So for the constant value I use 2.064, and for the coefficients a sub 1 I use minus 0.006. So as you can see that I just consider a linear variation of the temperature of the viscosity in terms of temperature. Then I can go for conductivity and add a value of 0.06 conductivity, and for heat capacity I can again consider that it is constant and consider that it is that 2.15 in terms of kilojoule per kilogram per Kelvin, so 2.15. If I need to, I can go for the rest of the properties, but here I don't need to. So basically I use this table in this window to define the material properties for the crude oil that I want to use it as my operating fluid in this example. Now I can use the material as I already defined here and assign it to a component here. Back to component and flow solver. Suppose that I add a pipe here, as you can see, and also in node and boundaries I add a node that used to define the boundary conditions. Here I can use the material that's newly defined. As you can see that this is for flow control. Okay, for fluid, this is what we already saw, pure materials. In the pure materials I added two categories, as you can see, new one I showed you in this video, and the one that I already created before. For the new one, I can choose this one, or for the another category, petroleum product, I can use crude oil. Say okay. So I assign and use this new material, that viscosity or function of temperature for this component. Thank you very much.